All right, we are on our next job. We had a little bit of an issue with the last job. We got all the bathroom finished in fiber cement sheet. Then the owners came in and they said the bath is in the wrong place because the chippies framed it up in the wrong area. We just sheeted it, so we're gonna have to go back. So we just left Toowoomba. It's the next day and we started our next job early, and this is it. So we've got some walls to piece together here. This is all gonna get filled in, and I'll show you sort of our plan of attack. They're actually changing this cornice here, which was previously removed, to square set. And you can see the gap is pretty big because, you know, in Australia we like to leave our gaps. And, you know, this was sheeted probably 40 years ago, and there's a gap. It's not something I started doing just recently, despite some people commenting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chalk lines along around about here, all right, and take that whole strip down and put a new strip up going right to the top. And same with here. We're not gonna clean any of this up. We're gonna cut it back here and put a strip there so it's tight. We also got metal internals, so it'll be nice and true, straight edges, very easy to finish. So that will be that, going right around over here in this section here. Instead of trying to piece together and put something here, we just ordered sheets just now, and we're gonna be taking out right across here, so that'll all be joined. I did want to put a control joint in here. The owner really didn't want one, so what we are gonna do is, instead of trying to clean all of this back and put a strip in between, we're just gonna cut like here and stick a whole sheet up. We're gonna pop these in, and then later the electrician will cut it down like hole here. Coming through here, we have got a fancy cornice, which they don't make anymore, but my friends over at Ornamental Cornice, Lisa, if you're watching this, thank you very much. You are the best. All I did, and all you need to do, I think if you're anywhere in Australia, is just take a photo of the cornice, send it through. A couple of minutes later, she said, yep, I have one. She has one on the rack, and she even offered to give it to me for free. That's how nice she is. So thank you very much, Lisa. And hopefully we have a bit of a tour in a project they're doing down the coast at Hedges Avenue, really fancy. We're gonna be looking to see what they've been doing there, putting heaps of blocks together and everything, some amazing stuff in the foyers down in a new high rise. We've got a bathroom here. There is a sheet already up. We're gonna rip that down. We're gonna put a new ceiling in. The walls will all be tight to the ceiling, and we're doing square set. All waterproof plasterboard going around the edges. We've ordered internal backing metal angles for all the corners. Coming through here, we've got some bits to fill in, bits not to fill in. Coming through here, little patches here and there. Just gonna repair this, put some screws in the bottom here. You can see it's moving, so we'll add some screws, we'll patch that, we'll skim over these. I'm just telling you now, so, well, whatever, right? Coming through here, we are keeping this ceiling. We're just gonna clean it up a little bit around the edges, skim it, because this is all pretty tight, so we don't have to add any strips to that. We've got the plasterboard for here, all waterproof plasterboard sheet. And one thing we gotta be really careful of is not putting a screw here, because that's happened to me before. I put a screw in, it didn't bind, so when I backed it out, I got squirted in the face, and I was out in the middle of nowhere as well. So I turned the water off, I went to Bunnings and I fixed it myself. No plumber needed. A couple of the walls needed to be packed out, as you can see. So a carpenter has gone over all of this, and it's ready to go. So we can just go freely. This, I imagine, just gets tucked into this cavity here. And the electrician, he can make his hole and he can fish it out himself, because we don't know where that's meant to be. And we have these internal wall mounted toilet cisterns. So I suppose we get it as tight as we can around that. Everything's back behind the framework. Just have to expose that. And that's about it for this job. Now here in Brisbane, there's a shortage of drivers and trucks, and it's very difficult to get deliveries. And today, what day is today? Wednesday? It's Wednesday? They said there's no deliveries until Monday, and we can't have that because we're going to be back at Toowoomba on Monday or somewhere else. We've got heaps to do all over town. So I got a little bit smart and I ordered a tow truck. The guy who's willing to do it for $100, we're going to go meet him out there. We're going to put it on a tow truck and we're going to have it here today. So in the meantime, we're going to prepare everywhere, cut areas, cut along here, put our strips up so it's nice and tight. We're going to go to Trade Tools. I'm going to get a new stapler because my stapler is just too hard to push in. Maybe we'll pick up one of the Makita ones. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. They're pretty expensive. And that's about it. Here we have, in our last job, we've got to replace this angle. So we just zing it here, so cut it, pull it off, stick a new piece, stick the plasterboard back on, and then line that up perfectly, and then set it. Should be perfect. We've got one there and one there. That fancy cornice is ready to be picked up anytime we are ready. So we might get that tomorrow or something. And I'm hoping we can be nearly done by tomorrow or the next day. But that is the cornice. I think it's called C4. So that's about it. We're gonna get started. And thank you for watching this video. And I hope you enjoy it. We'll try to bring you as much as we can. And let's get it going. Is that all right, G? Did I miss anything? I just checked online and the Makita stapler is 450 Australian dollars. So that's not in the budget. But what I did see here at Trade Tools is this. Might get it.
Max, is it?
Yep. Welcome to Springwood. This is my native territory, halfway between Brisbane and the Gold Coast in Queensland, on the east coast of Australia. It's actually the biggest road on the east coast, connecting north to the south. It's the main arterial. It's called the M1. And as long as I've been going to work, they've been upgrading this M1 the whole time since I was an apprentice. One part after another, and by the time the first part is ready, they need to redo it. By the time the last part is finished, the first part needs upgrading. So we're just heading to Bunnings right now. The Plaster Master store is just behind this Bunnings. Meet the tow truck driver at the store just after 1 o'clock. So we've got about 10 minutes to get up into Bunnings. We actually prefer the CSR, different brand of compound, our regular corner cement and our yellow bag of base coat. So we are just gonna, and Bunnings does sell that for CSR, so we've got to run in there, even though we pay higher prices. We're gonna grab that. That's all we need from in there, a box of screws. We could actually get that from the plaster store. We already ordered all the plasterboard, so it should be ready to pick up. So we're about a couple of hours into the job, and I know some people might be thinking I should have pre-measured the job and got the sheets to meet me here on today, but the problem with that is we don't exactly, sometimes things get mixed around and we have to spend a day somewhere else, and then so we wouldn't be able to meet here. We don't want to lose a day, so it's pretty fragile, the schedule. This is where you can get all the plasterboard.
Oh yeah.
Australia.
It's probably just warmed up from the beach.
Yeah, man. Where's your surfboard?
Got shoes on?
No, did he? Yeah, a set of bangers. All right, here is the board, the sheet, longer sheets, but you can't get anything 4.2 here. You can't get 1350s here. Apparently they offer delivery. All right, not a full tour of the whole store, but at least in the trader yard. All that timbers, racks, 5.4 lengths, decking boards, other flooring, cement flooring there, eco deck, and then where they check your stuff. And that is the end of the tour. All right, fly down here. I should say, we met at the International. Locals know about that. Anyone in the comments have been to the International? Sinat, Plaster Master. December. Red.
Entry after that.
Yeah. Is this your truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
No worries.
So you never took plasterboard before, eh?
No. I took other things, but not plasterboard.
Yeah.
Plasterboard a bit softer, but easier to carry.
Yeah.
Just put it on the top.
As long as you got someone helping unload, eh?
Unload.
Yeah.
Then I can take it down,
Yeah.
and then I can slowly.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. As long as they're all together,
Yeah.
they don't come out from each other.
Yeah.
It's like one track,
Yeah.
and then slap around it, so we can do it like shaking,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna go down, all of them together.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come on 1, 2, 3, so like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be less work.
Yeah.
I was on time.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for messaging as well.
Yeah, no
Because
problem.
every week I'm struggling to get someone to drive.
No problem.
Whenever we order from here,
Let me know whenever you want. Just let me
yeah.
know.
Well, I let them know, and if you got cards, I'll stick it in their
I
office.
give a card.
And then every customer who wants a delivery, and they always say no,
No problem.
they should call you.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I got an idea. I'll advertise it myself,
Yeah,
and then I'll call you,
yeah.
and I'll order, and you can pick it up, and we'll do it.
No problem.
Do it
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
just, thank you.
We need a piece of wood to put underneath so you can't take it out.
Crashed. Give him a beep beep.
And other people, they break down and call me, so...
Are you Afghani?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, there's a lot of Afghani guys that do cars.
Car say,
Yeah.
and tow trucks.
Yeah.
Tow
Yeah.
trucks, I've got it.
And tires.
Tire shops, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few friends, Afghani friends.
Oh, okay.
Just from, I have a painting business as well.
Yeah, yeah.
or same business,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of Afghani painters.
Yeah, painters, tilers, and
Yeah.
I got a friend. He's doing rendering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, render.
I want to come pick it up, and an Afghani guy came and paid us $1,000 or $800.
Get some money and then took it away.
Yeah, it took it away. Yeah.
Yeah, because what they do, they're gonna send it to the third world countries,
Yeah.
like back to Afghanistan or
Really?
yeah.
Oh, so they won't necessarily just wreck it here, eh?
No. A good car, especially like Toyotas.
Yeah.
Over there, they just make it half piece
Yeah. Half
because
cut. Yeah.
they cannot send it as a car. They
Yeah.
say we're sending it as a part.
Yeah.
Then when it gets there, they put together back into it.
Yeah.
So because
heard that.
when they export there,
So they cut it in half, send both parts.
they send it like half cut. They call it half
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah. Half cut. Yeah.
Half cut. They send both sides.
And then they put it back together.
Over there, they weld it back together.
Yeah.
Especially Toyotas and Japanese cars.
Yeah.
German cars, not much, but there is still, but usually Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah. Toyotas hold their value really well.
In here, even here, that's right.
Yeah.
But over there, because everybody drives Toyota and people need parts and people need all other things for the cars.
Yeah.
And because everything is Toyota basically there.
Yeah.
And that's why they pay a bit more money. Mazda is not good. It's not that good. Honda is not that good.
Yeah.
Toyota is gold.
Yeah.
If you have a Hilux, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
So what project you do here?
We are doing just a home renovation.
Home reno. Your
For-
own company?
Yeah, it's my company. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not my house. I do it for other people.
Okay.
I don't do a lot of work at my house, eh? But
yes, the house never finishes anyway.
Yeah.
Especially your own house. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
There's always room for upgrading. Room for
But mainly we do insurance work.
insurance. Like that.
Yeah.
When something happens to the house, you fix it up.
Yeah, from storms
So,
and could be whatever reason.
there was a bit of storm the other day.
Yeah.
So that
Should get a bit of work from that, I think.
Big
Except-
miles and stuff.
Yeah.
You got a bit of fire in our area. in
Yeah,
Melbourne?
we got some small stuff too.
Small stuff, yeah.
That's pretty good.